we're gonna learn passive. Passive.
Okay.
Do you like passive?
Maybe
Maybe.
I
Okay.
don't like it.
Maybe you don't like. That's a very big clue, everybody. Okay, let's listen what Andy says.
Them too. The first section tonight is passive sentences, and passive sentences can throw a lot of people off, and they threw me off for a very long time. So I decided to go ahead and put a lot of extra examples in here tonight to try and really nail it down. It still may be confusing, but hopefully it won't be too bad. At least making it isn't too difficult. To make the passive form, you can use godan conjugation rules or godan katsuyo. So we got to go over what godan katsuyo is really quickly. It's for verbs that end in u, tsu, mu, bu, nu, ku, gu, and su, and sometimes ru. You can conjugate them into many different conjugations using a simple rule. Verbs that end in iru and edu are usually called ichidan verbs, but for passive sentences, ichidan verbs are treated in exactly the same way as godan verbs. That's exciting, right? So to conjugate godan verbs, all you have to do is move them up and down a hiragana chart. Oops. Up and down a hiragana chart like this, and then add certain endings to the end of them. So, for the passive form, both godan and ichidan verbs go up to the not the a column, but the a column, and then you add deru. So we move up to the a column. So for the verb aruku, which is to walk, it becomes aruka, and then you add deru. So aruku, aruka, arukareru, which is the passive form of to walk. Now, there are still two irregulars for the passive form, and those are suru and kuru. Suru becomes sareru, sareru, that's the passive form of to do. And kuru, which is to come, becomes korareru, korareru. So you just have to memorize those two irregular conjugations into the passive form. That's great and all, but what are passive sentences? Passive sentences are similar to what they are in English or in other languages, and that is you're basically focusing on who something is happening to as opposed to who is doing the acting. So for example, we call them in Genki and in some other situations the victim. So the person that the action is happening to, they're marked with wa. The person who is doing the thing, or the thing that is doing the thing, the nanika, the doer, person, or thing, marked with ni, and then the object, if there is one in the sentence, takes o, and then sareru, the passive verb. So in Genki, they suggest that this is usually a bad thing that is happening to the quote victim. And passive sentences aren't always bad things. They can often imply that the thing that was happening to the quote victim was a bad thing, but that's not always the case. So we're going to go over a bunch of examples tonight to point out when that maybe is the case or when that isn't the case. Just keep in mind that passive sentences in Japanese are basically just like they are in English, and they focus on the person who's being acted upon as opposed to the actor. The difference with Japanese is that, unlike in English, you can sort of use the passive form to suggest that things that aren't necessarily done directly to you affect you in some negative way. So, for example, if your cat were to run away, you could say with the passive form essentially that my cat ran away on me. My cat ran away on me. You wouldn't use the passive form for that in English, but in Japanese that's the way you would sort of express that. So let's go ahead and jump into some examples and hope.
Yes, okay. So Andy explained like some like a characteristic of a Japanese passive. And anyway, so first phrase he said is throw me off. What is it?
Throw me off.
Mm,
I don't know.
mm, like a lot, like a throw me off is like 投げられる難しくて
Mhm.
投げられてしまうまあがいうのが that's an essential idea he begin this lessons section he repeatedly used this phrase anyway so
Mm.
he first explained the conjugation this is just a system don't worry too much so 5段 verb 1段 verb you do like this 歩く the last sound, of course, dictionary form always end with u, but you're gonna make go a line, aruka, aruka, a line, and put letter.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So just very, very systematic. This is very interesting because he said you can apply the same rule both Godan and Ichidan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did you think when you listened to his explanation?
Oh, I think very simple.
Oh yeah.
So about the conjugation.
Because for me it's like a Ichidan verb is always end with rule. So rather than like think about this way, I just think about 食べる is just 食べ plus られる. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because always
Yes,
this
yes.
position is fixed. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, he just, yeah, like introduced the one solid, like fixed idea. Yeah, yeah, you can
Mm-hmm.
apply this rule towards both groups. Yes. But you have
Mm-hmm.
to remember this one, する, される, and 来る, 来れる. Kim Ramen さん、ありがとうございます。Alrighty. So, let's see two different way of like the passive sentence in Japanese language. So Andy pointed out like how Genki explained like usually use bad things.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, like bad things of course. You are a victim.
Mm-hmm.
You are a victim. And so somebody did to you. So you express your experience using this grammar. So 私は somebody に something をされる. This is a common way of passive sentence. So this is kind of a Japanese passive. So you can
Mm-hmm.
use it for things that is unnecessarily done directly to you. Okay, that's the biggest difference between normal passive and Japanese passive. Okay, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Normal passive. Japanese passive. Okay, Yukiko, can you
Japanese
give me
passive.
the like a
Mm-hmm.
common English passive sentence?
Oh, English passive sentence?
Yes.
I think so. It is written in English.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is written in
Mm-hmm.
English. This is passive. So you can make active.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how the active gonna
Mm-hmm.
be?
How the active gonna be? Oh, uh, so in Japanese?
No, English.
Active
Someone.
gonna be so. Mm-hmm. Okay. Someone write,
Mm-hmm.
wrote the wrote it in English.
Exactly. Someone wrote it in English. Someone wrote it in English. So basically, it can be a book, let's say. Someone
Mm-hmm.
wrote a book in English. So a book is in English. So this is okay. How many people appeared? Only one.
Mm-hmm.
Someone. And a book. What is this in this? What's this element in this sentence?
A book.
This is subject
Mm-hmm.
object.
Mm-hmm. So change object.
Is it subject object?
Yes.
Which one?
Which one?
Which
Sorry, I cannot understand.
is this subject? Is this object?
It is it is
Object of the
subject and
sentence. The okay. So
it is
very good. So
object.
in this active sentence describing the subject's action
Mm-hmm.
towards this object a book. So that that characters appeared in the sentence is a subject and object. Subject and
Mm-hmm.
object. Yes. But
Mm-hmm.
this sentence is you are focusing on the object, a book. So there is no someone necessarily required, but of course you can put someone like by someone, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese passive is very funny because this is one way. This is exists. This is I call neutral passive.
I want to ask you, so the first sentence, a book is written in English, is focusing on the book, right? Subject is book, so you mean book?
First sentence is yes. First sentence a book is yes. This is a subject. Yeah, the earlier in the active sentence it was object, but object
Focusing on a
yes.
book.
So
But
object.
second sentence is someone focusing on like someone.
Yes.
But so someone is not important information, so that's why so we usually use the first sentence in English.
So that's right. That's right. So it does not mean like Japanese people use this kind of sentence. Okay. So let's
Okay.
see. Let's see Japanese sentence. Someone wrote a book. Okay. Azumi wrote a book.
Okay. あずみさんが本を書きました。
Azumi は本を英語で書いた。Okay. Now you're gonna make this sentence.
The passive?
はい。本。
本はあずみさんに英語で書かれた。
Hold on. Hold on. You will not say that. You usually use this. あずみさんによって本は英語であずみさんによって書かれた。本は英語であずみさんによって書かれた。So, right? You use によって。
によって、によっ
Yes,
て。
you might.
Yes, yes.
If you wanna specify the conductor of the action, you still can do with using によって。But it's like not obligation. You can omit because you are now focusing on home. Home is the center of the sentence. Okay, so let's see. This is the normal passive, and it is not like somebody, like a two people's, transaction. This is just Azumi and book. Azumi and a book, right? But Japanese passive is something really funny. Like, for example, there's two kinds of like action. Azumi, you really like hate Azumi, and you wanted to write a book before Azumi, but Azumi did before you. Okay, so あずみは本を英語で書いた。There is a you appeared in that really out of nowhere, out of the blue. You came to this sentence and you resent this fact. Azumi wrote a book in English. So this is Japanese passive comes in. Okay, what's the Japanese passive sentence? Azumi-san. Okay, so of course the protagonist is you. 私は But you don't have to say. あずみさん、本を英語で書かれた。Same. Okay. So what's the particle?
に
あずみさんに、本を英語で
本を書かれた。
書かれた。Okay. Where did you come from? You came from nowhere. You just didn't like this action. Azumi wrote a book. And you take this fact about yourself, and you express your discomfort. You are you really didn't like this fact and make a sentence for this. Isn't it fascinating?
Mm.
Isn't it
Mm-hmm.
fascinating? So particle is a little
Awesome.
bit, yeah, little bit different because home or the particle normally home becomes center of the sentence. So phone becomes usually the object. 本は subject, sorry, subject. 本は書かれた. So this sentence becomes 本 sentence. 本は書かれた. 本は英語で書かれた. So all is disappearing. But if
Mm.
if you came in from out of nowhere, then still
Mm.
本を英語で書いた is one action what Azumi did. So all as it is. 本を英語で書かれた remain intact.
Mm. Mm.
And you use this one. Azumi is the doer. Azumi is the
Mm.
I don't know what to say. Villain.
Mm.
あずみさんに本を英語で書かれた。Okay, this is something like the stuff. For example, earlier, Andy-san mentioned that neko, cat ran away, right? So cat
Mm.
ran away. Can you make a normal passive? Okay, let's try. 猫が逃げた。猫が逃げた。For example, 猫が、庭から逃げた。So 庭、the garden can be like a protagonist or there can be a protagonist of a sentence. No, you can't. So 猫が逃げた is neko's like a pure action and it doesn't involve anyone. So, but okay, let's say if it is 私。猫が私から逃げた then yeah, you can make a sentence. 猫は
猫は
私は sorry
私OK。私は猫に逃げられた。
逃げられた This is kind of gray zone, you know. Okay, if you involve in your sentence, yes, in a way, this is a you can say normal passive. But usually, neko's running away actions you really do not involve, right? So it is more like Japanese passive. Yeah, you are just expressing somebody did, but that bothers you, so annoyed you. That's why you make this sentence. 私は猫に逃げられた。猫に逃げられた。Okay, so when you make this kind of sentence, you necessarily do not need to say 私は it's very obvious. So 猫に逃げられた is your feeling. So yeah, this is a kind of gray zone sentence. For example, but this is often I'm talking about in the class. So Japanese passive is like the feeling. You didn't like this feeling. Like somebody did the action and you didn't like, then you can use passive. Okay, let's see. Then let's think about normal action. Okay. So you have a girlfriend. 私は So you wanna introduce you introduce your girlfriend to your mother.
Okay. So 私はガールフレンドを彼女をお母さんに紹介する。
お母さんに紹介する。はい。私は彼女をお母さんに紹介しました。私はお母さんに彼女を紹介した。Okay, this is a neutral sentence. There's no feeling involved. So, if, let me see. Let's express the different way of direction. お母さんは
Say?
Let me see. Let me think. じゃあこうしよう。お母さんのボーイフレンドにするね。お母さんで introduce you お母さんのボーイフレンド。
Okay.
お母さんは
お母さんは
私
彼氏を紹介した私に彼氏を
紹介した。
紹介した。
はい。お母さんは私に
うん
彼氏を紹介した。This is through verb. So remember how to conjugate. And let's make before passive. Let's see if you really like it. You really happy about it. Okay, what would you say? お母さんは
うん
私に彼氏を You like it?
紹介してくれた。
Exactly.
してくれた。
So, when we really love it, we put てくれる to express our appreciation. You are happy. You are happy about it. So it is a little bit off if you don't put your feelings in this transaction because that's how Japanese people construct a sentence, kind of. Yeah, if you can have opportunity, yeah, please express your feeling. That's how it goes. Yes. So neutral is a little bit off, or people might take it as oh maybe this person really indifferent about like a just their own mother kind of things. Okay. But okay, you don't like it. Okay, then this is a passive. What?
お母さんには、私、
Mm-hmm. Connection is not great. So let me make a sentence. 私はお母さんに彼氏を紹介された。紹介
された。
された。Okay. There's no other additional word you need to add. This sentence itself already represent your
Okay.
unhappy feeling. Okay. Everybody can understand. You didn't like it. Okay.
So depends on the context, I think. 私、お母さんに彼氏を紹介された。
Or
So,
just
yeah, depends on the...
even if it is not like a strong, like a negative feeling, it's still like surprised. You didn't expect, kind of.
Yeah,
So,
so just like passive.
yeah. So of course you have to always care about this kind of things. Japanese passive? Is it Japanese passive discomfort? Or is it actually normal passive?
Discomfort, what's mean?
Discomfort.
Discomfort is
Com-
like what feeling?
comfort. It's not comfortable. It's a
It's not comfortable. Okay.
yeah, because this
Discomfort.
is like you and Okasan really like involve this action. So you have two ways. Is it normal passive? Just describing. Just you are yeah this like express this scene on your perspective or Japanese passive
Okay.
discomfort. Okay, yes, of course you have to like think about like which one it by the like reading the context. It's not like you cannot determine one sentence like fully, but generally speaking, this is how it works. So neutral, indifference, てくれる happy and discomfort 紹介された。OK。お母さんの彼氏はうちに来た。Look at this. お母さんの彼氏 now not involving with you any action, right? Like 彼氏 is only on their own action. うちに来た。OK. This is neutral.
Yeah, so just okay. Okay.
So, but if this situation occurs and you can add your feeling, Okay, you are not happy.
うん。
Or you are happy. You're happy. Happy version.
OK。お母さんの彼氏はうちに来てくれた。
お母さんの彼氏はうちに来てくれた。くれる手 form. So you are expressing you are happy. Very good. Okay.
うんうん。
On the other hand, you didn't like it this person came. Then you can easily express your feeling just using passive. Okay.
うーん。OK。そう、お母さんの彼氏お母さんの彼氏
Yes, you have to
は、
switch,
う
switch,
ち
switch,
に、
switch.
お母さんの彼氏にうちに来られた。
Yes.
うん
Okay. お母さんの
うち
彼氏にうちに来
に来られた。
られた。Oh, don't ruin my Sunday.
うーん。
お母さんの彼氏にうちに来られた。
うーん。
Yes. So I think this is the Japanese like a passive point. Okay, if you want to try to make this as a passive sentence, you actually cannot make it. That's also Andy mentioned. Because you are not involving this action.
うん。
Then how you can make it and you're as if your thing. But
うん。
in Japanese sentence, you can do it. You just use this
うん。
ni particle. This is a culprit. This is the bad guy. Done
う
something
ん。
to me. お母さんの
う
彼氏
ん。
にうちに来られた。
うん。
So all is just as it is. Okay, so far any question?
うん。